Hello, all. It's Fran. I thought I'd hop on here and share some insight in this chaotic time that we're in, of course. And um, part of the friction that we're feeling is if we can think of like a 2-year-old, this we're moving into another stage and we keep moving into these stages, and friction requires us to move and change. And so we're at a place of this old age is dying, and we're on the precipice of this new dawning and this new energy. So, with that being said, we all have to address our own fears and whatever needs to be cleared and karmic or however you want to clear it. Um, but if you notice, noticing everything. We're noticing all our feelings, all our emotions, and where that fear might come from. You know, if we don't feel, we're not going to change. So all this is coming up for a reason. And just be aware and don't be afraid of it, or you're not going to go into some deep dive depression. This is just a big exercise that we're all doing. So, it is kind of humorous, and we have to keep it light in some ways because one day maybe just you're like on top of the world, and the next it's not so sure. So it's just like the weather we're experiencing, the same thing. We're following Mother Nature. We're going up and down and in and out, and so I look at this as my first career as a dancer. So um, when you choreograph something, you have a theme, and then you have music, and then you have the bodies to move them, and then you have to go back and say, well, what am I really saying, and what am I really meaning, and what's the mission of the piece? And daily, this is how I look at things. It's like, okay, so where's the creative energy? Where's the fear? How do I move through it? How do I be accountable? We have to be accountable in order for creativity to exist and in the flow of harmonious life so that love can come in, right? So if you kind of look at it in like three sections of the pain is there, right? Then you look at the accountability, then you look at the forgiveness. Forgiveness is very big of yourself and others. So that's kind of a big theme, but if you keep thinking in those terms and actually apply it to your life and situations with your loved ones or certain situations that you're having with um, a person that is you're in discord with or whatever, getting through that and finding harmony and balance so that in the end, you're at peace because you've done the work. That's really important because you've done the work. You've you've crossed all the T's. Um, so when that pain comes up, what does that mean? Where is that pain coming from? Is it fear? Is it, fear of dying, death pictures? Is it what is it? What is it that's fearing you most? And oftentimes it's kind of goes into the gut where we have to go in and kind of pull it out. And we keep pulling it out till we find the source. So it's just like that movement, pulling it out and pulling it out until we find the source. And usually that source gives you an overview of why that is present. And then you can look at it and say, okay, I want to be accountable for this. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to have that fear. So I'm going to turn that around into courage. So there's courage. So that courage to love more. And so courage to love more. So fear becomes smaller and the love becomes bigger. And that love comes back to you, goes to others, then goes to the ones you need to forgive. And then you forgive yourself. And then you forgive them. And then you forgive yourself. And then you forgive them. So that eventually this volume of harmony is wrapped in love. It's just like a dance piece when it's finished. It's, the music syncs with the dancers and the movement is beautiful to watch. And there's the flow that continues in the piece all the way through. And it's the same as life, same idea. So keep going, keep encouraging you, empowering you to really dive in and find those pockets inside yourself, whatever that is, if it's anxiety, fear, whatever, anger, because this is the time to do it so that we can be together in this new age, the dawn of this new love. Okay. Thank you so much for listening and take care.